So maybe start by you introducing yourself. Yeah, apart from Joce Nduku, yeah, what?
Well, apart from Joce Nduku, I'm popularly known the Marathon Granny, and in other words, I'm known as Tata. Tata is it's a grandma for running, and I was given it's a test for grandma, and popularly people know the grandma who runs, so I'm referred as Tata. Yes.
Yeah. So for how long have you been running?
Well, I've started running at the age of 50, and that is in 2004, and I've run for the last 14 years.
So what motivated you?
Well, what pushed me into running is I had a painful knees sometimes way back in 2003, 2002, and the fear of getting arthritis, the fear, because I could not be able to walk downstairs, and I was not able to squat. So that fear pushed me into running. I went to try running, and I tried through Nairobi Standard Chartered Marathon in 2004. And after running the 21 kilometers, I was pain-free, and that became my genesis for running. Yep.
So since 2004, have you participated in any other marathons? Or?
Oh well, yes, I've participated in so many marathons, both locally, international, in the region. Yes, I've run actually most of the races in this country. You find myself on the start line. Yeah.
So you do them just for maybe for fitness purposes or to raise money, or what's the purpose of it?
Well, I run these marathons, these races that I participate. My greatest joy, as much as I'm running for physical fitness, my greatest joy and it's to make a difference in people's lives, because every drop of sweat that comes out of my face while I'm running, I know it goes in to help somebody who is in dire need of something. Yeah.
So even the international races that you participated in, also they were all charitable events?
Well, I've done Chicago Marathon in 2008, I have done the Kigali Peace Marathon, I've done the MTN in Uganda, I've done Kilimanjaro Marathon, I've done the Nairobi Standard Chartered Marathon, I have done Lewa, I've done Sotokoto, I've done Moya Classic Marathon, which is very passionate with me because I see it, yes, I've been trying to nurture talent in Central Province, and so yes, through the youth. So and the First Lady Half Marathon, all these races are charity. So through participation, even if you are not raising extra money, the moment that you go and register, you know that money goes towards helping the needy. Yep.
So talk us through the planned marathon that you are about to take part in South Africa.
Well, this year I was turning 64 years old, and a while back in 2014 I decided to use my 60th birthday and raised money for a child who was born with rectal malformation, and that child had gone to some of our referral hospitals for close to 6 years without having had a successful operation. And so I decided to use my 60th birthday and raise money for this child. And that child, yes, I called in my friends and I organized a run and we raised money, and the child went in for surgery, and the child lives now a normal life. And this year I was turning 64 years old in March, and I decided to dedicate my 64th birthday by running for one of the ultimate race of human beings. And because it is a 90-kilometer race called Comrades, and it is run in South Africa, and I chose to run for a charity. And this charity that I chose to run for, it is called Shoe for Africa Children's Hospital in Eldoret at the Moi Teaching Referral Hospital. Kenya does not have a public referral Children's Hospital. We only have even 2 south of Sahara, and they are in South Africa. So Kenya has managed to put up a public referral hospital at the Moi Teaching Referral Hospital. So I chose to go and run for this worthy cause because it has an oncology ward, and as all you know that cancer is it's a big problem in this country, and a lot of people cannot be able to even afford the treatment for cancer. So this hospital it's going to be most of the children who go there, whether they afford to pay or they are not able to afford to pay, they will be treated, and somebody somewhere will run and maybe have these children treated. So I decided to dedicate my 64th birthday by running for the Comrades. And Comrades is it's 90 kilometers. It's 90 kilometers, and it is run for 12 hours. It's run for 12 hours, and it's going to be run from Pietermaritzburg to Durban. And so, yes, and it has, of course, cut off times because you have to run within the time frame of 12 hours. So, yes, at certain points, if you do not make it up to the time required, of course, you'll be asked to get to the strugglers bus. So, since January, I embarked on this on training. And I've been training, although in between, at least they are in between because of trying to do very many hard runs, which I sustained injury. I stayed out of my training for close to 8 weeks, but I resumed back on, and generally by up to 31st of May, I had covered 1,154 kilometers towards the Comrades preparations.